Hello, and welcome to the short webinar, the latest in a series in which members of Radcliffe Chambers try to answer your questions about pupillage here. My name is Chris Boardman, and I've been a practicing barrister for about 20 years now. In that time, I've sat on numerous pupillage panels, and I also have a vague memory of the rather anxious and dismal period in which I was applying for pupillage a few years ago. When, at the time, I had a rather different work and academic background from many of my contemporaries. So the question I've been asked to address today is, how can I stand out? A long list of sort of unfocused and irrelevant achievements is not going to impress us. What will, however, impress us is something that you have done, your intentions for the future, or simply the way in which you present yourself, which shows that you are different from the run-of-the-mill applicant. What do I mean by different? Well, most applicants simply cut and paste bits of their application forms. They give little thought to the different chambers that they're applying to. And indeed, other than thinking about what areas of practice, they don't really give much thought to the application at all. Don't be one of those applicants. Think about why you're applying to these chambers in particular, what you can add to the skills and the dynamic of this place, and why you want to be part of a business that we hope is trying to be progressive as well as successful. Once you've worked out the answers to that, well, you're pretty much there. Let me give you an example. One of the questions that's frequently asked in pupillage interviews is, why have you applied to these chambers? Don't underestimate the importance of this question. An applicant who simply answers it by saying, well, I enjoyed doing this area of law at university, is not going to get very far. But that you're interested in chancery and commercial law is obviously a given if you're applying to these chambers. It is a necessary but not a sufficient basis, as it were, in which you should be applying here. But you need to have thought more about it, more deeply. You need to have thought about what particularly Radcliffe Chambers means to you, why you think that you should be a part of it, and what indeed skills you can bring to us. And indeed, the fact that you've thought about that may mean quite a lot to us. It may mean a reason why, for example, we would give you precedence over someone who might have better qualifications or more experience than you. So returning to the question, does standing out have to involve something? The short answer to that question is no, it doesn't have to involve anything as such. What we want to know is firstly whether or not you're good enough. But secondly, why you and not someone else? I mean, that's the important question that we want, because we get plenty of applicants who are good enough. The question is, who should we select? What we want you to do is to demonstrate, either from your past conduct, your future intentions, or simply perhaps even the words that you use in your application form, any accompanying letter, or what you say to us orally in an interview. That's going to get you a lot further than simply trotting out the things that we think or that you think we might want to hear. That will stand you out, as it were. Anyway, I hope that this gives you some idea of what we're looking for, and indeed how to improve your chances of successfully applying to these chambers. There are no fixed answers, obviously, because if there were, you wouldn't be standing out, you'd simply be trotting them out, and that's not what we're looking for. If you do decide to apply to these chambers, I wish you the best of luck.